Hey guys, it's Kaylee Aldridge and I am going to talk to you guys about the tracker. So if you guys are a visual learner, you might want to have it printed out and looking at it as I talk about this video. If you guys aren't and you want to just listen along, or if you want to have it maybe pulled up on your phone, that might be really smart. So the tracker, I like to call it your boss in Arbonne. As we know, we're our own boss, and that's a very bittersweet thing. We get to make our own schedule, we get to set our own hours, we get to say when we want to work, we get to have the time flexibility and freedom and financial freedom. But the flip of that is that we are our own boss. So we don't have somebody telling us when to do something and how, and deadlines and things like that. So this is going to help you with that. So a couple tips with my tracker that I want to give you guys. I print off a few of these at a time and I keep them right in my desk drawer. That way, whenever I'm sitting at my computer at the end of the month and I'm rolling into the next month, I can already just pull this out and fill it out for the next month and have it ready to go. Another thing is I like to keep these in a laminated sleeve in my desk drawer here, and I kind of stack them up throughout the year. So I put, January behind February and things like that, so that a few things why this is helpful. At the end of the year, we usually do an evaluation as a team and just say, hey, where throughout the year did you have really great success? Where do we maybe need to focus on? And the same thing for the end of the month. At the end of the month, I love, whenever I do goal setting with my team for the next month, I love to have them pull out this tracker and look, like if you look underneath the presentation section, over on that right-hand side where it says number of new people and PCs and retail volume, etc., all those things, that's gonna help us know where we need to help you focus to grow in your business, and also things that you're doing really well. And so that's kind of the point of the tracker. And I love to keep it right next to me, right by my computer whenever I'm placing orders, so that I can go ahead and fill it out and have it done. That way I know I'm up to date all the time with my tracker. So I personally take this everywhere with me. Majority of the time, like I said, it stays right next to my computer. But if I'm running out the door that day for appointments, or if my daughter has gymnastics, or if I'm running errands, whatever the case may be, if I know I'm going to be gone away from home, or if I'm working that day, I will grab this and take it with me, just so that even if I have 2 or 3 minutes, I can look at this and say, okay, I need to do this. I need to host this, coach this person. I need to follow up with that person. So it just keeps me organized, and it just keeps me knowing that I am not falling behind in any category or any area in my business. So, so that presentation section of it, I think that's pretty straightforward. You just want to fill that in as you go throughout that specific party. At the very bottom there, you're going to see sample packs. So kind of what that means, you fill out the name, the date that you gave the sample, and what you gave the sample of. On the right-hand side, you're going to see iStory, Arbonne Difference, Income Potential, and Business Invitation. So what that means is, don't go out there, guys, and handing out samples without telling everybody what we call the full Arbonne story. So you might hear that phrase a couple different times. But what the full Arbonne stories means is that we're not just giving out that sample pack without sharing with them why we're in Arbonne, a little bit about our products and why they're different than all the other products out there on the market, about our income potential, and asking them to take a peek at the business. So we want to make sure we're sharing all those things when handing out a sample, and that we're not just out there passing out samples left and right. We want to make sure that we're going to have something come from that sample pack, and have some income, some activity that comes from that sample pack, and make sure that we're going to be successful with giving out those samples. The next thing, new faces, over to the bottom right. Basically what that means is 40 faces is our goal to meet every single month. So we always want to make sure we're meeting no less than 40 people a month if we want a growing, thriving, strong business, which I know if you're watching this call or watching this video, I know you do. So what that means is basically every single time after you do any sort of activity, so whether it's a coffee appointment, you gave out a sample pack, you did a party, anything of that nature, a one-on-one, you can check off this box and know that you met however many people. So 5 new people at a party, gave a sample pack to a new girl. You can go ahead and check that off in that box so that you can have all these checked off at the end of the month. So now, note that it says new faces. So you cannot just check off if you have 5 people at a party and all 5 people that were there were at the party that you got the booking from originally. That does not count. We're looking for new faces. So same with the sample packs. If you're giving samples out to a girl who already orders from you, that's not going to count as a new face. So we want new faces because that is what is going to keep us meeting new people and have that growing, thriving, strong business that I was just talking about. So if you guys want to go ahead and flip it over, we have our nutrition tracker on the opposite side. So this is whenever you are adding people to the 30 Days to Healthy Living group. So we have a group that starts the first Monday and the third Monday of every single month. So this is to ensure that your client is going to have really awesome results. Again, I sit this right here next to my computer, and I reference this every day and just see who I need to follow up with and where they're at in their journey, basically. And I have found that using this tracker for nutrition, my clients have had way better results than anybody that I've ever had do the nutrition challenge or the detox, whatever you want to call it, just because I'm asking them the questions, I'm answering their questions, they're feeling comfortable with me that they can ask other questions, and I can point things out to them, and just making sure that they're staying on track and having really great results. So at the very bottom there where it says activity, business shared with prospects, so that's just making sure that you're sharing the business with at least 10 people a month, and that can be through a coffee appointment or doing something, chatting with them a little bit over the phone, but specifically we're looking to track just who we're sharing Arbonne with as the business side of things. Chapters of books read, we want to make sure we're reading 4 chapters of a book a month because leaders are readers, and one-on-ones. So those are an awesome way to fill in, as well as samples on the flip side of this. One-on-ones and samples are a great thing to fill in. I call them fluff activity in my business, F-L-U-F-F, fluff activity, in case I talk too fast and you didn't hear what I said. So if you're really wanting to grow your business and fill in with some extra activity, those are perfect things to do. Or if you are the type where you're like, my schedule is just always so full and I don't know where else to fit things in at, one-on-ones and samples are perfect. One-on-ones especially, you can do those. I just did one the other day at the park with my kiddos, and so you can do them for a lunch break. Anything that is short and sweet, and honestly, people are so busy these days, they value short and sweet. They don't want something to take a long time. So one-on-ones are perfect for that. The other thing, follow up with. What that means there is just renewals for preferred clients, and any person that has due for their preferred client renewal, or that they have rewards that are going to expire. So where you can find that at is under team reports in your dashboard is where you can find that report. And if you guys have questions about any of this at all, please ask your upline. This tracker is very important. So if you are not using a tracker, or if you are, well, there should be no reason not to, I guess. This is what you want to use to stay successful in your business. So this is the tracker. Please ask, like I said, any of your uplines if you have questions about this. This will be your best friend on staying on point and knowing exactly what you need to do every single day to have a successful, thriving Arbonne business that we all want to have. So have a good day. Thanks, guys.